The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
The European Union and the World Bank, in partnership with the National Accounting, Reporting and Auditing Reform Support Fund, RSF, have announced the opening of the 2022 Annual Report and Transparency Award, Barta. The aim of this competition is to increase the quality of reporting and transparency of Georgian companies. Given European and global developments, in particular the steps taken towards the introduction of sustainability reporting, this award has an even more important role to play. Barta was established in 2019 as part of a joint project of financial engagement and accountability between the EU and the World Bank, after the European Union launched a fundamental review of corporate financial statements. In April 2021, the European Commission initiated the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive in support of the EU's transition to a sustainable economy. As a result, sustainability reporting in the EU will assume equal importance to financial reporting. Meanwhile, we can expect the same globally as the IFRS Foundation looks to set up to develop international sustainability reporting standards. This year, Barta is open to all companies that are public interest entities, PIEs, including companies in the A and B listing categories, banks, insurance companies, and so forth. All companies listed on the exchange will automatically participate in the evaluation if they satisfy eligibility criteria, namely an unqualified audit opinion and timely submission of all mandatory reporting applicable to the company's category. Other companies classified as PIEs, including commercial firms, will need to apply. The deadline for companies to submit is October 31, 2022. As part of the Barta's gradual evolution to reflect the emergency of sustainability reporting, the 2022 competition will have 2 awards for sustainability reporting. Reports must be based on a generally recognized framework, such as the Global Reporting Initiative, and be included within the annual report. More in Georgi Sakadze's interview with Paul Thompson.
Paul, thank you for your time so much, for this prompt reply, and for everything what you are doing, especially for the reform and for Barta as well. And I really want to share with our viewers and followers where the idea of Barta and when and how it was created, I mean, from the very beginning. I wonder that we've been talking a lot, me and you, about Barta, but we've never discussed publicly where this idea and how this idea was created. So go ahead, the floor is yours, please.
Sure, thank you. Well, the Barta was actually founded in 2019, and it was founded within the framework of the European Union World Bank joint project on financial inclusion and accountability. And the vision that we had back then was to try to motivate Georgian companies to be more transparent, to tell more about what they're doing, and also to improve the quality of what they were disclosing in their annual report. So we created Barta, the Best Annual Report Transparency Award, some 3 years ago. You know, what we were most interested in, though, was not the financial part of the annual report, which all of your listeners will be familiar with, the financial statements, the profit and loss account, the balance sheet, the notes, etc. We were more interested to see the non-financial information that was being disclosed, in particular what in common currency now we refer to as ESG reporting, environment, social governance reporting, and what more recently has been coined sustainability reporting. So this was the information that we were most interested in looking at, examining, and giving kudos to those companies that were showing high quality reporting of sustainability reporting. And yeah, so that
You
was the
mentioned
focus.
about you mentioned about various stakeholders, including EU, World Bank, yourself. I mean, a lot. I mean, locals as well. I'm talking about Georgian authorities and other private stakeholders here as well. But tell me, the idea of Barta, is it like a truly Georgian idea? I mean, like Barta is a Georgia origin product. I mean, based on the knowledge and experience you guys have, or it's copy pasted from somewhere else, like for the same purposes you mentioned from the very beginning?
What we did with Barta is we looked around the rest of the world to see what we thought was global best practice, and we created Barta. And Barta, if I'd like to think, is a fusion of the best aspects of similar initiatives from around the world. Barta is not a cut and paste. If anything, I would like to think that Barta is pretty much ahead of the game, is very much cutting edge reporting initiative. Yeah.
Can we talk about the future of Barta? Like while we're doing it already, correct me if I'm wrong, the fourth time, it's already the fourth season of Barta happening this year. It might be already thoughtful to seeing the distribution of the same format worldwide, where any kind of talks, source, or debates in this regards within your partner, stakeholders, or I don't know, institutions?
Well, ever since it was first introduced, we've sought to continually improve the initiative to reflect emerging best practice. What we see around the world today is the rapid emergence of sustainability reporting. In the European Union, for example, sustainability reporting in the coming few years will be widespread because regulation will require it of 50,000 large and listed companies. And that sustainability reporting will assume equal prominence to their financial reporting in many parts of the world. So what we wanted to do with the Barta is to be visionary and forward thinking, and to build in sustainability reporting into our model. And that effectively is what we're doing. In terms of those that are, what we do is we automatically score all Georgian companies that are admitted to trading. And we also encourage what we call self-nomination. Other companies that are not admitted to trading, that want to participate and want to put forward their annual report for examination by our jury.
Paul, can we suggest additional arguments? Well, the list of the participants, the list is definitely growing. I mean, the enthusiasm is growing in Georgia as well, and it definitely we can see it. But at the same time, I'm more than sure that from the very beginning, first of all, yourself and the other partners, you answered the question, why Barta? And if today we can send the same message to the local entrepreneurs, why they should participate in Barta 2022?
For the very simple reason that the investing public in Georgia deserves to see much more information and detail about the activities of your business than traditionally. The investing public in Georgia deserves to see, read, and understand how your business is impacting the local environment, how your business is impacting local society, and how well governed your business is. And it's these things that we are evaluating as a part of the Barta Award. And in effect, what we're doing is we're incentivizing those that are leading the way, that are providing the best disclosure, by giving them an award, or at least giving them some notoriety, if you like, for having self-nominated, putting themselves forward for evaluation. So we really do feel that it's something that the local business community, the local the investors in Georgia and further afield would really like to see more of, to get a much deeper, better understanding of the businesses in which they're investing their money, or working for, or buying products from.
The only thing what I can add to this particular question, well, let me say so, to your answer is that on behalf of Forbes Georgia team, my appreciations and gratitude to you personally and team because of Barta and because of the reform held in Georgia. And I will tell you why. If not this reform, Forbes would never, ever do any kind of rankings in Georgia based on the audit figures. And this audit reform was truly the fantastic basement for us to develop further as Forbes is developed in other countries.
That's fantastic to hear. And you know, the team, the jury, everybody that is involved and behind this project, we really have designs on trying to improve the Georgian economy and society, and this is just one small way in which we can help improve things in Georgia. You know, Georgi, I was never been to Georgia until 2019, and I got to visit the country since then on a number of occasions, gotten very attached to the place, and found that there is a rich seam of talent, in particular young talent, which I think will make Georgia a great country in the future.
Thank you for your time, for your inputs, for your participation, for everything you're doing. And I do hope to see you after this terrible unprecedented 3 years back to Georgia. So see you soon, Paul, and thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome. Thanks so much.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.